Hey, 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 hey. We back once again. It's the hood, hierarchy, mobcast, and it's me, Uncle Beats, in the streets like white lines on the corner like a stop sign. And y'all know who I got over there, man. Who is that? Who are you, man? Who are you, man?
Man, Snap G, man, the world's most famous and well-known professional sucker ducker.
Hey,
Yeah,
hey, hey, man. We
keep it
got
moving, man. The stand still is the die, man. Keep it moving, man.
we gotta keep it moving. We
Or
got
get
a real
whacked.
special show, man. This is a real special show. But y'all still gotta hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that care if you share. What else they gotta do, Snap?
Wipe their feet before they step into my domain, man. Wipe your feet, bruh. Wipe your feet. I
What
don't
is
want no
wipe your
mud on
feet?
my carpets, man.
What is wipe your feet though, man? What if they don't understand that?
They understand that. I mean, we've been saying it for a year. But if you don't understand it, wipe your feet means hit a like, hit a dislike. You understand? Hit something.
Right, because if you
Let us
if
know that you there, man. Don't be no peeping Tom.
right, that's breaking and entering. Well, might have to get down on you, man. You just coming in here.
You know what I'm saying? Because if we not good enough for you to be strolling past and you stroll, now you looking and you getting all this game, let us know. You know, we call that people Toms, man. But go ahead.
We finna. Oh man, I'm so amateur. This is real important. Oh man, we're gonna have to do something. We're gonna have to do something. Hold on, y'all. Let me see. I'm finna tell our special guest something that I need him to do. Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. Excuse me for 1 second, wonderful people that's out there. Cause this guy is very special and I gotta make sure we do this. Hold on. Hold on before I even hold on. Hold on.
Hey, time is money, Beach. Where you
It
going?
always is.
For
Hold
every
on, man.
minute on here, we being
Hold
charged.
Bingo. Y'all see that? What I just sent y'all? Can y'all see that?
No, I can't see nothing.
Did you see it, Tom?
What I'm
No,
supposed to
I did. I got it.
It should say chat.
I don't see it.
Oh shit. I'm finna
Did you
text
send
it.
it? What where you sending this at?
Hold
Right.
on. I'm finna text it to him. I thought
Okay.
y'all could see the
Okay.
chat.
You sent it in a message? Let me see.
Yeah, hold on. I don't wanna you know what? I can say it, man. I can say it.
You what?
I forgot to tell my guest, man, to add his Facebook. So just go share it so you have it. If you don't got you added, just share it. I need this streaming on your page.
Right. Of course. So how
You
we do
know,
that?
that was a rookie mistake, y'all. Or you could just go share mine on yours. It'll still pop up the same way. That was a rookie mistake, y'all. I blame Snap, like always.
Man, don't blame me, man.
I blame Snap like always. I shouldn't, but
Hey,
What's that Facebook page?
hey, I'm tripping, man. I forgot
just
we
go to
was
the
on live.
Leland Jones one and change.
That's why we
Share it.
got this. Hey, I'm
You
about
too,
to get the
Snap.
hollering. Hey, look, I'm finna start hollering and screaming. I forgot we was live, man. We
Oh
gotta get
yeah,
this
we
crack.
live, man. I went
Yeah,
live
man. I
first,
thought we was
man.
just.
Amateur mistake, man.
Yeah.
You share too, Snap off of yours.
I just shared it on Facebook too, right?
Okay, yeah. As long as it's shared on the Facebook. Now I can get his brother the proper introduction. Okay. This is a very important person to Chicago and to the hoods everywhere. This is my guy. You know, in the hood we call him. I ain't gonna call him Little Tony no more, but he was the youngest brother, so I guess that's why they called him Little Tony. But you know, we called him Little Tony. We called him Gus. You know, straight out of this Chi Town. He went away for a while. He came back with a book. I'm just proud to know him, proud to been and grew up with him. So right now we have James T. Wiley, the author of Soul Survivor, on the show with us today. So we definitely finna act up. So I'm gonna roll the intro, and then we're gonna come back and do our thing. Hood, hierarchy, mob every single episode, man, we're gonna give them a little background.
I know how I feel because I've been through that 1,000 times.
Lovely ghetto you, beautiful ghetto you, sweet ghetto.
We made so much doing that. I started taking that money throwing the concerts. Well. So now I got two like current topics that I want to talk to you about before we get into other stuff. So this is what I gotta get your take on off top. And you know, I just still want to know what street dudes think. What do you think about the guy that killed Tupac getting arrested for talking about it?
Shit, he shouldn't have been running his mouth. He shouldn't have been talking
30 years later too.
Yeah, I mean, he talked himself up on the case. You know, he talked himself into that case when he first got on there talking about it. How the way, you know, you go implement yourself knowing you had something to do with it, you know? That's probably when shit died out. That's probably when shorties like me stopped believing in it. You know what I'm saying? At that point.
Well, with you, right? I know that you're familiar with the federal system, right?
Mm-hmm.
So supposedly they gave him a deal where he could proffer if he tell everything he know about. He had called like a dope case, and he said, "Hey, I'll give y'all the Tupac murder." And he told him about it, and he proffered, and they threw out his case and gave him time off. But later on, they told him you're not supposed to say nothing about it. But later on, one of the detectives who was on the case put it out, the audio of him confessing and stuff, and started doing podcasts and stuff. And he say that's the only reason he started saying stuff, because they had him looking like a snitch.
So basically, they gave him immunity to walk off. They
gave him
immunity. That's
the proffer though.
Right. That's what they basically gave him. They gave him a green light. You know, they gave him a green pass. You know, so he could.
Right.
But he wasn't supposed to talk about it again. But you know that's immunity. You know, you don't do no jail time. You go confess to this murder. That's immunity. That's the same. That's the same as Sammy the Bull.
Right.
He just gave up 19 murders. That's all.
Right.
He gave up the biggest. He gave up. That's Tupac. They gave him immunity. You don't supposed to go back. So now that's like shitting in their face. You don't go do that. That's the government.
Let me ask you.
He thought he was cool.
Right. He thought he was cool.
He thought he was good to talk about it because they already knew and they already didn't have him.
Right.
But nah, buddy. That ain't how this thing works.
This what I want to know. At what age do you care what people think about you, though? They had me looking like a snitch, so I had to say something.
But you know what, though? Let me tell you something. Tupac been dead over 30-some years, man. Right. Don't none of that shit matter to nobody no more, man. That man been gone so long.
Well, no, I think they're just trying to. I don't know, man. There's so much stuff behind it being Tupac. I don't know if it's a conspiracy. I don't know if they just trying to say
Somebody
you
trying
come
to
to
force a
Vegas and do
conspiracy
something.
about it, man.
Yeah.
You say what?
Tupac death has been a conspiracy since he died.
Yeah, 27 years.
See what I'm saying? Now
Yeah.
we hearing Puffy and Jay-Z and Puffy don't sit down and put a few dollars on them. All type of goofy stuff. Like,
What I'm saying
bro,
is, shit, he had even done the proffer if they was gonna put it out that he did it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I don't even care about that stuff, man. That's been too long. I don't care.
Well, why the hell is you on the podcast if you don't care?
No, what I'm saying is I don't care about that stuff because it's kind of hard to be. Man, that man been gone. Now, why y'all want doing this, like trying to investigate his murder 10, 20 years, maybe 20, 15 years ago?
He proffered. He proffered. He proffered. He proffered. This is what happened. He proffered at that time. This is 27 years later after he didn't proffer, years down the line. He got comfortable.
Right.
He the one that got comfortable. And then ran his mouth on every show that he did, like it was cool. And they said, okay. And they probably came back to him for some more information for something else. And he wouldn't tell because he ain't got paid for none of that. You see what I'm saying? So he like, man, forget that.
I'm gonna tell y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all something. And this is what we help do. And we do this being a part of social media. Bro, you know how many social media lawyers it is out there that done got niggas booked just from talking stuff on their podcast? Like, yeah, he couldn't have did, like the Young Dolph.
Yeah.
Man, you know how many dudes investigating that joint?
Right.
See what I'm saying?
They definitely.
Hey, man, it's crazy, bro.
But
I mean, it's cool to talk about it before I was trying to investigate.
This is what you got to understand about the profit thing. If the police get you for something and you say, hey, I give y'all a murder, I tell y'all who did it. Now they gotta let you go if you're gonna tell them the murder. But if I tell you the person that did it is dead, that ain't my fault. Y'all can't go arrest them. Y'all still know what happened, who did the murder. So you still gotta let me go because I gave you the murder. But a lot of people, I don't, but a lot of people consider snitching on telling what a dead person did is snitching. So he was catching heat from people saying, "Oh, you snitched on him." I don't know how you snitch on dead people, but
I don't know how you can snitch on a dead person.
It's not possible.
I done used my brother's names a couple of times.
Boy, ain't no way in the world.
You know what I'm saying? So,
if I die, snitch on me, man.
I ain't know dead name was good for anything.
Hey, that man is not in them folks' hands no more. That man in God's hands. So ain't nothing them folks can do to him. No matter what I say. I can put all the murders in the world on him.
I just wanted to see how Tone felt about that. Then another thing that I've been asking people about, right? Now, me and you was talking about something about like your book, like how you own it, all that, own everything. Let me ask you this: is working, having a job, a bad thing to do?
Hell no.
Right.
Hell no. You gotta start from somewhere. Shit, this shit started from, you know what I'm saying? I started from a job, bro.
Right.
I had my own job. I had a job when I even knew what an LLC was. You see what I'm saying? And was, using a paycheck to incorporate myself. That was in 2009.
There you go. I always watched my daddy have a business ever since I was a kid, and he always bankrolled it with his job. So he worked for himself, but he still bankrolled the business with his paycheck. You know what I'm saying? So that
is nothing wrong as long as you invest into yourself. You go feel the work that you put in for yourself, especially then, and you go appreciate it, and you go want to keep it like that. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't nothing wrong with working no job to get to your dream. That's just what we do out here. If you a man, that's what you gonna get out here and do anyway.
That's what you gotta do.
You got kids, you got a family, you got people that's leaning on you, people that look up to you, or you call yourself to be a better example. You know, you go do that anyway, man. You go get out there and put it all on the line. You know that in general. You know what I'm saying? And I'm speaking in general because that's what I uphold. You know, I'm gonna get out there on the front line and show you like, hey, you know, nigga, y'all can run into me on the bus. You see what I'm saying? I ain't finna sit back and act like I ain't never been there before. You feel me?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about running into you on the bus too. You just reminded me of something. But but now let's get to the juicy part, right? So where you from, man? Where did you grow up? You know I know, but where did you grow up? Let us know.
Man, Chicago, south side of Chicago, Inglewood, you know, back of the yards and Inglewood. So, you know, I really ran the whole town, you know, the whole area. You know, that's what it was all about.
So what would, you know, I like to say, you know, some people still be in the same place, but a lot of us didn't just moved around. What would you say your old block was if somebody asked you?
What would I say it was?
Yeah, what was your old block?
The name of it, which block it was?
Yeah, where you was at? What was your old block? Somebody say, hey, what block you grew up on?
55th and Winchester.
55th and Winchester.
The Boulevard, the Garfield. I stayed on the Boulevard, on the Garfield, with the porch right there on 55th and Winchester in between Damon and Will. I'm stayed with the balcony, you know.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we were the ones throwing crab apples at your cars coming past over the balcony, putting nails in the middle of the Garfield and the Boulevard, right? You know, we was the bad kids on the Boulevard, man. You know, that's where I come from.
You was bad, man. I'm just tell you that, man. Yeah. How many brothers and sisters? How many siblings did you have?
Well, you know, my mother only had 3 kids.
Right.
So 55th, that's my mother, you know. But as far as, you know, my father, you know, I got sisters. You know, I got 3 sisters on my father's side already. He got all girls on his side. But as far as my mother only had three kids, 3 boys. She said she prayed for 3 boys, and she got all 3 of them. You know what I'm saying? And this for real. And she got all 3 of them, you know, because my mother, a woman of God, you know, she a minister right now, you know. So,
okay.
Yeah, my mother, she been ordained minister for like 24 years. Well, now, maybe 26, 27, you know. For
yeah, so very strong woman, very strong.
Yeah, very strong, you know. So she had 3 sons. I'm the youngest of her 3 sons. I'm the baby. But both of my oldest brothers is deceased.
Right. And today's Cedric's birthday, right?
Yeah, today's Cedric's birthday. He was the middle. Me and him was a year and 3 weeks apart. You know, my birthday in 3 weeks. So that was my man. That's who I planned every birthday with. You know what I'm saying? It's like his birthday was my birthday. My birthday.
Yeah, I could have been twins, man. Happy birthday to him, man.
Man, boy. That's what my mother, she said she at least wanted that, but you know, hey, I came 3 weeks later.
So this is just so simple. What restaurant would you send people to, man? First, I want to know in the hood, that hood over there. If somebody wanted to get something to eat and they was in Chicago, they might be playing with their life going to one of these spots you finna name. Yeah. What would you send them?
Right. Where I would used to send them to until a little while ago was Gyros, you know, Gyros on 54th on the Boulevard, Gyros. You know, that's the first place to sell gyro pieces. So in the city of Chicago, so we just go from there.
They just messed that restaurant up too.
Yeah, just recently.
They just messed that restaurant up. Nick P said, please don't say Italian Fiesta. Nah, Italian Fiesta ain't in our neighborhood, man. I mean, it is, but it ain't. That's
Step up sub. Ha!
That's
What the step
Yeah,
up sub? What's the name of that little pizza joint on Ashland that was on 54th?
on 54th.
It was a little pizza joint
Oh
there.
yeah. I think that was Pizza Nova.
Nah, bro, it was called something else.
What? That ain't pizza. I wasn't ever brave enough to go in there, so I don't know.
We were talking about it the other day.
What?
It's on 54th and Ashland.
What was the name of it?
Man, I forgot the name. I just was thinking about it
Man,
the
that's
other day.
Pizza
You know what I'm talking about? They had that 5 pizza.
Yeah, it was right across from where the record shop was at, right?
It ain't Pizza Nova though.
They might have changed it then.
It was called something else. I can't remember.
What you was doing down there getting pizza, man?
Hey, I told you, boy, I used to hang on 51st, man.
Nah,
when I was a shorty, we was running all through there.
Yeah, 51st
was getting chased. We was getting chased, and we was chasing on. We was getting chased.
We was too. Shoot. We was too. All on.
You know what? You know what?
But you know, everybody like I was hanging over there on 51st and Justine.
Okay.
With Lil Wooby near me, so you know they was from around there.
Okay.
See what I'm saying? So that's what we
block you used to live on, though, Snap.
Huh?
Tell me what block you used to live on. A lot of people don't know this.
What, Winchester?
What in Winchester?
54th.
Yeah.
You stayed on 50. So how you know me then?
I ain't live over there. Hey, listen.
He lived over there though.
I lived over there, but you know I didn't live over there, man. You know what I'm talking about?
Right.
Come on, man.
People though? Where you at? What crib? What house you in?
We were staying in that. My sister had a room in apartment, in that room in apartment at the on the 50, almost on the 54th corner.
Okay.
It was a building, and it was like a room in apartment, had a bunch of rooms in there they was renting out. My sister stayed in there.
The hobby house at the corner.
The trap. House. Basically the trap.
Hobby house. Yeah, we called it
the hobby house.
Yeah, we named it the hobby house. That was like our baby Magnolia. You know what I'm
saying? I was serving about that. I don't know if you remember Tone. Remember Tone?
Yeah, which one?
He was one of the moles. He stayed on 53rd and Polina.
Yeah,
but I was serving for him over there, man. He was messing with my sister. He was messing with my sister, and he went on threw me a little old pack. Then there was another little dude, Brandon. He stayed on 53rd in Winchester. He was a vice lord.
Yeah, that's Brandon. Yeah.
Right. And he was down there. He was out there with me.
Yeah.
But the Lords came through there one day and did a little sweep, right? Mm-hmm. I wasn't at home. Mm-hmm. They was looking for Tone. Matter of fact, they whooped Tone, swelled him up. And then they was looking for me, but I wasn't at home. They're like, "What that little big nigga at?" I'm like, you know what I'm saying? He'll be back. When I got back, the little dope fiend chick downstairs gave me the word when I was coming in the house. She's like, "Them boys looking for you." What boy? She's like, "These niggas out here." I said, "Oh, ish. Let me go on back on 57, man. Let me get on away from over here."
Yeah, I know where you was at, man. You was at the hobby house, man.
Yeah. Well, my sister stayed there, man. They was all smoking, so everybody in there smoked.
Oh, I know.
Except me.
Yeah, I know. That's.
So I was in there killing them though, but yeah, I remember one day I got chased. I went to that store on Damon. See, I always knew the folks was on Sealy, right? But I never went over there.
Right.
When I used to walk to Damon, I used to see folks them on the corner.
Right.
I don't go over there though.
Yeah.
I just be like, yeah, all right, cool. I go in the store, and as I'm coming out the store, it's like 7 dudes outside the store.
I'm vaguely remembering you though. I'm remembering you now though.
Look, it's like 7 dudes outside the store.
Yeah.
It was 7 dudes, and I don't see folks them on that corner over there no more.
Right.
So I'm thinking like they must have ran up here and, you know what I'm saying, trying to check my temperature or something, think I'm one of the dude now. So as I'm walking, niggas got the Holland disciple get hyped. That's what they kept saying. While they walking behind me. So I turn around, I'm like, nigga. They're like, oh yeah. But see, I'm going towards Winchester, not Sealy.
Right.
They're like, yeah. And I guess the one dude couldn't wait till he caught up with me because they could have had me.
Right.
Because all they had to do was say, hey, G, hold up, G. Slow down, G. Let us get. But dude couldn't wait. As soon as I bam, he just, from down the street, they let me know, pew. They took off. They chased me to like 55th. I don't know if you know Toby.
Who?
He was one of the moles. He used to be on Bishop, though.
Toby?
Yeah. He stayed on Walcott. He stopped them.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, no, that's my little cousin. See, I knew Toby because I was from Bishop.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And we used to go to Libby. Remember, you remember Toby on Beats?
Yeah.
Definitely naming all the brothers.
Yeah. But go ahead, though, man. This ain't my show. This yours, my dude.
Man, this
Nah, you know
show,
what?
man. I'm just a guest, man.
Nah, this your time, though. You know, we be on here all the time, man. We got to give
I'm
you
glad
your
you
shine.
said all that stuff, though, Snap, because it was just such a different time back then than it is now, right?
Right.
And people be like, it was worse. It's worse now. And I'd be like, man, I just don't see it because I be seeing people like what we're doing. I see people clicking up now.
Right.
But back when we was coming up, no, they weren't clicking up, man.
No.
You was what you was.
Look, bro. I don't think it's worse. I just think it's not organized. So that's what makes it seems worse.
Right.
See what I'm saying? Because you got to think, back when we was coming up, bro, we wasn't doing no fighting either.
Mm-hmm.
We was barely fighting each other because if we'd have fought each other, that would have went to some of this.
Mm-hmm.
Well, see, when you say organized, like, what exactly does that mean?
You know what that mean, Beats.
No. I'm saying because, like, I know dudes, Vice Lord, Stones, GDs, BDs, they all is one.
It's just a name, right? Today, it's just a name.
They gonna handle you.
Right. But it's just a name, but they ain't got no structure in their crew. They only going off of common sense. They only going off their own common sense. And when you got 8 different heads bumping heads, that common sense ain't gonna work if everybody ain't all on one accord.
Let me ask Gus this. Back when we was growing up, like, what would you say the gang stuff did to the neighborhood? Because I remember at the time, like, you, Baby D said, y'all was my best friends.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, we all for some reason, I went a different direction than y'all went when it came to the street stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, how was that like? Because it's like, I look back at it, I had seen Baby D at Kim's funeral. And I was like, man, like, and me and him was talking, I'm like, the gang stuff really just made us hate each other and we loved each other. You know what I'm saying?
Love each other.
Man, I don't really think it made us hate each other, bro. I think we was just all programmed.
I'm not we were trying to kill each other. That means
we were programmed. Because like for real, bro.
What?
It was either
none of them dudes, none of them. Listen,
you what you was.
Man, well, none of them ever did anything personal to me.
Right.
Nothing.
But be oppositions. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Just like, remember how back in the days, you finna go on some, you finna go on one of them things.
Right.
You know the dudes who you don't like out of that little crew, but you finna slide anyway. You don't see them. The dudes you know. You see some more. You finna send shots at them too.
Right.
Them dudes ain't even did nothing to you. But just cause they a part of what dude a part of, that's what it is.
I'm with you. That's the brain.
And it's even to today, like me. I've been shot up. You know what I'm saying? Hit in the face. You know what I'm saying? Bullet went through my face right here, came out my chest, came out my left, my left nipple. You know what I'm saying? This one I wasn't gang banging no more. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting off of work. On 54th and State, at the restaurant, working with my uncle. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I'm chilling. I'm chilling. I'm good. I had just got my little truck, got my trust fund. 18 years old. You know, they blessed you with 25,000. You know what I'm saying? And the trust fund for what, you know, I got, you know, I done been through all kind of shit. So getting hit by cars, all of that. So I had my mom's had a trust fund set up for me when I made 18 years old. But man, I went out my way every which little way, you know, to get money. You know what I'm saying? Before I even got that. But anyway, I ended up getting off of work. I'm happy, you know what I'm saying? Going to get my first car, you know, going to get me a Chevy, you know, that was the dream, you know, a Chevy, you know what I'm saying? It's, you know, I'm 17, 18 years old, you know, like, hey, I get off work. I ain't thinking about game banging no more. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking about this money. It's 18 years old, you know what I'm saying? Fuck that shit. Man, I'm on 54th from Winchester, across the street from my granny crib. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming out, go to get me a, you know, going to the liquor store, going to E&J to get me a drink. Somebody tell me at the store they closed. I bust a U. Walking back. Shit. Folks ride down on me. They don't forget shit. You know what I'm saying? They don't forget nothing, you know. So, you know, it's like what come, it's like that's what come with it, you know.
Know what's crazy? Wow. Now, you know, Snap, when I said we hated each other and you said we didn't, what you just said, I wasn't messing with this dude, right? And when he got shot, I felt the way about it.
Yeah, I remember that.
Damn. I remember, I'm like, man, like, damn, like this is a dude, like I said, we was best of friends. And I'm like, wow, man, like what is it coming to? But something else you did that I noticed that you and Sid did, you and your brother. Y'all man, y'all just start getting money, man, with everybody. It's like
and that was me. This what happened. You know, Cedric, he was the type of, you know, my brother, he wasn't no drug dealer like that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
He just be like, he just go out there and make sure that he was the muscle. You know what I'm saying?
And he was a player. You can't take that
and
from
a player at the same time, so he could rub shoulders I couldn't rub. You know what I'm saying? He basically was in the streets. He kept his ear to the streets more so than me. I always was worried about, all right, who out here hustling, who out here getting money, who, you know, on this side, you know, I'm worried about everything else. He usually the one that know what's going on in the streets. Like, hey, hey man, don't get caught lacking, because dude, I'm on that. You see what I'm saying? And that's what happened. You know, this particular day that I got shot, that's exactly what happened. I got off work, bro ain't around, you know. I don't know what's going on. You see what I'm saying? So instantly, once I got shot up like that, and bro seen my mouth wide up, you know, like my mouth wide up, I gotta eat through a straw for like 2-3 months, you know, my jaw dislocated, face dislocated. He ain't never seen nothing like that. And it's like happened to one of his, you know what I'm saying? And at the time, my oldest brother was fighting a murder, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, the odds was like stacked up against us because Big Bro wasn't out here to watch my back or none of that. So everything I'm learning at a young age, you know, because I guess I'm being grown.
Let me say something.
You find out who did that, man?
Oh, it was yeah.
Oh, scoot over to the left. Scoot over to your left some. You off the camera. Yeah.
Okay.
What you say, Snap?
No, I was asking him, did he find out who did that?
Yeah, they bragged about it. You know, it was bragged about. Of course, it was bragged about. When it's so crazy, Snap, that you asked about that, because I knew when they was shooting the shit out of me, it couldn't have been for. And I'm like, damn, you know, I'm looking at this shit, and it's like my whole life flashed in front of my eyes. You know what I'm saying? I'm running through the park, in the middle of the park. You know, they still slamming at me. I'm like, damn. You know,
you running across the boulevard?
Yeah, across the boulevard. You know, towards the crib, my granny crib. And I'm in the middle of the park. They still slamming at me, you know. 50 times they letting them go, you know. So in my mind, I'm like, man, these motherfuckers, they act like they got a hit on me or something. And in my mind, I'm like, nigga, they do got a hit on you, motherfucker. This gonna get them all kind of browning points. You know what I'm saying? So I knew like that they was killing me really. So I couldn't really tell, you know what I'm saying? They wanted them browning points to say they killed me. you know?
Hey, man, to see who you became today is just amazing because it's like, I just have to say it, man. Your brothers was dangerous, man. It ain't no other way to say it. They was just, if they was with you, they was with you. But if they wasn't with you, they was not with you. You know what I'm saying? Because you gotta remember, my brother Turl and Ronnie was grew up tight. You know what I'm saying? So
That's what I told my mother. I was telling my mother that.
Yeah, you know, because John Murray went to school with us.
Right.
John went to school with us. Yeah. So it's like all them was tight. But man, them dudes just ain't playing no games. But you wasn't nothing to play with either though, man. I remember, let me tell you what he did to me, Snap. I wonder if he remember this. So I don't know how, like I said, we really couldn't be into with each other because we all was friends.
Right down the street, been at each other's houses, all that.
Yeah, we all was friends.
So your brother and them kept our ass in line. We was
kept us in line. Exactly. Every time I really we wanted to have problems as the youngsters, our big brothers came and shut it down every time. But so I done got in with them over some good old I'm gonna just say folks and brothers. I ain't gonna even say what's what. So for no reason, I really thought I was this bad. I was this foolish. Because remember, me and Snap was talking the other day, and he's like, man, I just was never scared to go back there because I thought we was just the baddest around. Mm-hmm. And I'm dumb enough to think that and live over here with these dudes, and there's people dying over here every day. So I don't know why I'm thinking back about Bishop and stuff is harder. But I answered with them. I never rode the bus. I rode the bus home just so I can get into a fight. And I promise you, I got that.
You found what you was looking for.
Suicide mission that day or something.
He was probably by himself. Tweaking.
He was by himself. And when I saw him,
tweaking.
Listen, check this out, Snap. I didn't even know it was him until I got all these niggas up off of him. You understand what I'm saying?
No, hold on. Wait. I thought I could be wrong. I kind of remember this.
Mm-hmm.
I could be wrong. But I remember Sid getting on the bus on California with a girl. And Sid was like, man, get off the bus, man.
And he told y'all.
And I was like,
him because I drove on him. I snapped on Cedric. I say, man, what the fuck? He say, man, I say, nigga, what the fuck? You gonna let him get on the bus on California? You coming from the 9. I know where you came from. You coming from where the bogus boys them met. You coming from
I was coming. I went to Kennedy.
Oh, so you went to Kennedy. So you was coming
I was coming from Kennedy. So what happened?
You ain't
what I remember happening. None of these dudes knew me on the bus. But it was one dude that pointed me out that knew me. And it was you.
Lucky for you.
And they like, where you going, man? I said, I'm getting off on Winchester in front of his house. You know where I'm getting off there.
Right.
But what do you remember happening though?
Trying to be tough.
Man, I'm like, man, shit, you wasn't going for nothing. I'm like, man, damn. So I'm like, man, come on, man. And then the fucked up part about it is Cedric knew you wasn't supposed to be on that bus. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, man,
no, Cedric told me, Cedric gave me
Did he get off that bus disrespecting people, man?
No, I wouldn't.
GD. He was GD to the heart. You got to think, man.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Did he get off the bus yelling it and drew attention to himself or what?
No, he was sitting on there calm and cool. He was on a suicide mission. That's what he was on. You know what I'm saying? At that age, though, and niggas do that. You know what I'm saying? Look, they doing it today. These shorties on suicide missions. He was one of them. You know what I'm saying?
It was a suicide. You know what? I'm worse than you. This is about tone.
Nigga, you weren't strapped and you was by yourself. That was a suicide
mission. I can't say it no better.
You know what I'm saying? Because, and that's the way I always felt about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I checked Cedric and everything. You got to think I was young. They was grooming me for something else. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't even know it.
You was like, man, you was the man, man. You I mean, people can say what they want to say, but you was calling it.
Right.
And like you say, I realized it was a suicide mission when I saw you. I'm like, I saw you getting on the bus. I'm like, man, why the hell?
Because I just knew that ain't who these niggas talking about.
And
you see what I'm saying? So I couldn't even look. Then we saw these. How I'm gonna say I don't know you?
Yeah.
You get out right here. You know what I know how they looking at me. Bro, you know him. You know, I mean, you gonna say, yeah, you know him.
Yeah.
They looking at me like, who is he? Is he, you know what they said? Is he a brick or what, G? Yeah, man.
But we was into it though. You said you was like, him and Baby D into it. And I'm like, oh damn. I don't know what I was thinking. But I got up out of that. I definitely got up out of that jam.
Tough guy.
You know what it made me realize though, and I think you told me this like one time when we got grown. I was like, we just alike. So why would I think they wasn't gonna move, and why would they think I wasn't gonna move?
You know what I'm
saying?
Right.
But fortunately, I got off the bus because I had a lock on me. I had something.
Hey,
okay.
Hey, let me tell y'all how I used to get to the crib, right?
Oh, wait, Snap. No, you know.
Hold on. Before I forget, I smoke a lot of weed. I forget.
Hold on, Snap. I did lie on you.
What you do?
You did try and calm it down, but you was like, yeah, that's him. It was Green-Eyed Gerard. Rest in peace to him. Me and him got real cool, too. That's who pointed me out. Now I remember. Because he went to Gage with y'all, right?
Yeah, he went to Gage with us.
Yeah, you did try and tell him, like, man, come
that
on,
nigga
man.
Brick, get his ass.
Yeah, you did. I got on you. You did try and like, you was like, yeah, nigga, but come on, man. You basically was telling like, Bam Bam Maturo is gonna be on it as soon as we get off the bus.
I knew what I was gonna do. You see what I'm saying? Your brothers, I'm like, man, that's more than them. That's close to them. That's off the 59, nigga. We not gonna go that route. You know what I'm saying? This bigger than that, you know.
Yeah, you sure did like.
And I'm telling them, y'all better be ready tonight. Them niggas coming back, man.
Because we came. He sure came over that instant.
Hey.
They coming back.
Hey, check this out. This how I used to get home.
Right in the crib.
You did.
This how I used to get home. If the coast clear, the coast clear.
Right.
But sometimes the coast wasn't always clear.
Mm-hmm.
You had to walk through some niggas.
You had to walk through.
And this what I did. I walk up, my uncle's looking shit. See, I was a shorty back then, but I'm GD crazy. Don't nobody know it. I walk through them, and they be looking at me, right? I be like, hey, man, it's some police, like 3 police in the alley right there on Wall. Everybody scrambling. Like, where they at? Hey, go check that. Hey, thanks, little nigga. I slide in the house. Ain't nobody back there, though. That's just for me to, like, bust that little crowd up so I can get through. They went for that shit a couple times. You know, you couldn't keep using it. Until I start hanging out over there, then everybody know who the fuck I was. Except a couple of people. But yeah, that shit worked. Yeah, it worked.
Well, you know what I saw Guz and his brother
and I'm sure that shit been used on us before too.
Know what I seen Guz and his brother do? Cedric. It was different. I mean, like I say, it's different now, so you gotta imagine it. But I started seeing them be on 54th and Winchester more than anywhere. Than 56 and 55th.
Yeah, it's like that's where the money was at. You know,
I was just about to say.
Everybody on 55th side started being on more so like just the gang bang and shit. And it's like all the money was over there on 54th side back in y'all, you know, and then people looked at you different, you know. All right, they getting money. You know what I'm saying? They on that side. We ain't got nothing to do with the wars and none of that was going on because we was really like messing with everybody. We was getting spots.
That's when we became united again.
Yeah.
Because I started getting on money. Y'all, so that's what it was. It was definitely more of the war on the 55th side.
Yeah.
And y'all was getting money. Right, y'all. And and my boy BY, all y'all was together.
Yeah.
I'm like, but y'all was
Hey,
about
bro,
paper.
trust me, man. I know. I'm from 57 in Marshfield, man.
Okay,
Right.
you down there with the McNeils and everybody then. You should be
Yeah,
familiar.
I know, man.
Yeah, Larry, everybody.
I used to come over Beach Crib. You know, I don't know how I did it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the only nigga, one of the only niggas used to come to Beach Crib. I knew the routes because I stayed on Winchester myself, so I knew how to get there. You know what I'm saying? I used to walk down there all the time. One time, some niggas on Walcott. I'm on the other side of the street on the 58 side. They standing on the 57 side. I crossed the street on purpose because I seen them down there. And as I'm walking, I threw my hood on my head and put my hands in my pocket, made it look like I was a dope fiend. They like, hey, you straight? You straight? I said, no, I'm good, little brother. I'm good. I kept walking, kept my head down. You know what I'm saying? So it was little tactics that I used to use to get to this dude. A couple of times I got chased. Yeah, you don't even chase me.
Well, you know,
one time I got chased, and by the time I got to Woods, I ran past. I seen Lil Kelly kneel over by the wall. I think he had like 100 shot or something. I mean, I was happy to see him because he must have seen them while they was running, chasing me up 57. And he on Hermitage, so he must have seen them.
It coming.
And as I walked past him, he looked at me and I looked at him. I kept walking. And I looked, he got a big head, he ain't busted, but they ain't come across Woods. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's where it stopped at. But see, it's what you just said about structure, and it's what he made me realize. Really, I ain't gonna lie, really, G Tracy hurt my feelings one day, man. I thought I had been being in the hood, being a super gangster. He was like, yeah, you know, you was always folks, but you was Bam brother. Who gonna mess with you? And I'm like, oh, I'm thinking that I'm
hey, you know what is so crazy?
I'm thinking
all these years.
Hey man, Batman Ventura really was the reason I was able to do that. I can't take credit because, like he said, the big brothers was never finna let us really do no damage to each other anyway. So you coming over my house, they knew where you was coming to most of the time. So that's really what made us just leave it alone because it wasn't gonna go nowhere.
It wasn't gonna go nowhere because we had to come to y'all garage. Terrell is still your brother, still make us wash his hammers and Vogues off on the Damn, they still go treat us like we they little guy, like we they little brothers and shit. You know what I'm saying? It always was like that. When we come down to y'all house, we gotta be together. So it was crazy. You know what I'm saying?
And then Bam Bam and G Ken was best of friends. It was just like
they lived right behind each other.
It just wasn't gonna work.
Hey, was he over there when we came down there doing that little 5-minute peace treaty?
No, you know who was though? Rest in peace. Lance was there, and I think like AC. And but me and Lance was out. It's like the shooters. I was always cool with the shooters too. So
straight up.
That's kind of what
made man, we was on some bull. Just because we knew it was a peace treaty.
And we didn't call you Beats back then. We didn't call you Beats.
Leland.
Right. Yeah, they just let it be, dog. It was just like it ain't finna be nothing. You know, just let them exist. It ain't finna be nothing. We ain't gonna get nowhere.
All I know
like you say, Ronnie was your brother. I was good. I was good with it when I think about it. Like, but back to what I saw y'all doing. Y'all just started getting money and hustling. And I just loved it. I'm like, man. Yeah, because I even, like, Pimp and them was rapping with me and, like, Dion. So I used to come down on 54th and pick them up. Y'all would be kicking it. But, you
remember
know.
The studio? Remember we was back in the studio back then?
You say what?
Remember they was into the rapping back then. They was in the studio.
Back then.
Yeah, I was putting that bread. I was funding everything in. Trying to break into the music industry back then. Remember I went to Columbia College for music management and sound recording.
Yeah, man,
19 years old.
you you was always ahead of the game, man. It's so let me ask you this, man. Now this one might, but I gotta give it to you because people give it to me about my son when I'm on a
Okay.
podcast. Now, like I said, our brothers really was what was keeping us safe in the neighborhood. The big brother.
when
What
you
is
was
it
a
like,
kid.
man, to lose two of your brothers, man? Like,
That shit hard. You know what I'm saying? It's rough, you know. There's days that I lay in the bed and wonder how I'm still doing it. You know what I'm saying? I wonder in the
right,
bed, like, how am I still doing it? You know, like, how? You know, and
right,
that's when I just talk to God, like, you know, like, how? You know, some days I don't even got the strength. I don't even see how I got the strength to even get up and just don't give up. You know,
right,
it's just like recent events made me want to just keep going. Recent occurrences in my life made me want to keep going. You know, in the last 2 years,
right.
you know, man, because like I say, I done been through so much. That's just like fighting when I was just fighting the cancer last year. You know,
Right.
a year ago. First I get into the car accident, 2020, you know, 2020,
Oh no,
2021.
you coming too recent. You done had way more.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
done jumped too high to me. That's why I'm trying to like for the
yeah.
book to be named Soul Survivor. You let's not forget. You don't know this, but you're one of the first people that I grew up with that caught a Fed case. You know, you one of the first people. I'm like, man, the feds had to come get them. Now, what year was that?
That was 2021, 2001. December 12th of 2001.
2001.
Yeah, December 12th of 2001.
Now,
That's
did
my
Ronnie?
day.
Was you still locked up when Ronnie passed?
No, no. I was out for 2 years.
Okay,
I
for
was
two
out
years.
here. I
Okay,
was out here to bury him, thank God, you know.
okay. So
Oh,
that's a blessing. So
I only
so
got
you did 9 years,
I did 6 years. I did
6 years.
6 years off 96 months. You know, that's how they come in the feds. You know, you got to add up the months. You got to do some division and shit when they throw that time at you. They're going to make you think about it.
So when they locked you up, did you not? When did you find out it was a federal case? Like, how did they get you?
Oh, they got me off of, I was at my baby mama house on 64th and Parnell. And they had what, you know, they did what they did, but I found out they was the feds when they came in the house and they was like, they wasn't telling me nothing. You know, they didn't tell me what they got me for.
Right.
You know, I'm steady asking what they got me for. I'm like, man, it's 5:48 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? My girl pregnant. You know, got a little one. You know what I'm saying? My oldest son, 15 months at the time, laying in the bed.
Right.
You know, tell me what's going on. It's 5:48 in the morning. They ain't telling me nothing. They like,
Right.
man, we'll let you know when we get downtown. They finally said that as they was going through the crib, you know, trying to put me on some clothes, look out for me. So when they finally said that, they like, man, we'll let you know when you get downtown. So in my mind, I done been to every police station it is in the city of
Like, well,
Chicago.
I'm going
Shit,
downtown.
I know where the homicide, I know where the home up, I know where
Right.
every police station that in the city of Chicago.
Right.
Even out west. You know what I'm saying? You
Right.
know, Laramie and all, I know all of that shit. So it's like, man, hold on. You know. So I'm like, man, think about it. I'm like, man, this the Fed. So my baby mama, she like, man, what's going on, Tony? What's going on? What they say? I'm like, man, I don't know. This the Feds. Pretty much like, hey, it ain't nothing else to talk about. It's over with. The run over with. Everything that, we ever dreamed about coming from the game, it's over with.
Over with.
You
What
know?
what what did they oh no what sit back some. Your face kind of gone. Go back. Oh yeah, there we go. What did they what was the first offer?
The first offer was 23 years.
Woo!
And then I asked them, I said, 23 years for what? They like, well, we got you on hell, we got you selling 50 keys to crack cocaine, distributing it throughout the Garfield and Inglewood area, wholesale quantities. They say you this, you that. And I'm like, man, I don't know what y'all talking about, man. 23 years, okay, y'all might as well go ahead and go to trial.
Right.
So that's pretty much what I had to do.
Oh, so you went to trial?
Now I bluffed my way to trial.
Right, right. Because I know every day they got somebody saying, man, don't go to trial. Oh, they gonna give you life.
They'll tell you that back then too, but at least you can come back on the appeal and you know what I'm saying? If you know the law, if you get in that law library and you really do your homework like I did, you know, you gonna come out of there alive. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
As y'all see, a lot of brothers is coming home, steady coming home through Obama. Laws, they didn't change. So that's the hope that I always had anyway going in there. At 21 years old.
So let me ask you this. Let me get in because I'm gonna do it in order. So what made you get into writing books? Did you pick that up when you was locked up, or did you come home and
I picked it up when I was locked up. I was like maybe 4 years in, and I had read True to the Game. What's the other lady, Triple Crown, the lady from Triple Crown, Vicky Stringer. Right. I had read her books and just was steady reading books, and I'm like, man, I could do this. You know, I told myself I could do this. So I had wrote my first book, you know, my very first book. My book that's out right now, Soul Survivor, that's not my first book I wrote. That's the third book.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the third book I done wrote in life.
Oh, what was the other ones?
The first book was When Thugs Cry. That was basically an autobiography about myself, about my life and everything I had been through. You know, and that was like 39 chapters, manuscript form on it.
Where's that one available at?
That's not available. I still got that. That's
you got to put it out. Okay.
Yeah, I got to put that's put up because in my mind, who am I to be putting out an autobiography? Who knows? You know, like.
I know, man. You gotta just from what we've been talking about on here. I know somebody who want to hear your autobiography with you. You know, so yeah, you gonna have to come with that one. So, when did you guys? So, when you came home, you just knew you was gonna get straight into it, then, huh?
Yeah, definitely. I had it all. On my notebook pads, I came home with so many notebook pads, bro. I came home just how you see dudes that rap come home. I had everything on notebook pads, my marketing strategies, how to start a publishing company, you know, how to market it, what's the best way. I knew about Facebook. I knew about Facebook when there was only 6 million members on it. You know? And I couldn't even tap into it because I was locked up. But I had my sister tapping into it because she was younger. She's 10 years younger than me, so she was in college. She was able to be on Facebook. That was why MySpace was still popping. I knew the owners of Facebook since 2005.
Right, okay.
We had newspapers. Everything was still coming through. We was getting newspapers in the feds. You know.
I was so I'm gonna say the first time I seen you when you was out. Because you know, when they say the feds got you, you think you're never going to see people again. But I remember I sent you like, I think in Ross' backyard, and I was just so happy. I'm like, and that's when you're like, man, I'm writing books, man. We got to do movies, man. You got to do documentaries and stuff. And I'm like, you're part of the reason why I'm doing this right now. And I'm just like, man, he's crazy. How are we going to do all this stuff?
And we like, doing it right now. And we doing it
right now. You was like, man, we got. You said, hey, we could go get some stuff about the folks, the Stones, the Lords. Like, can't nobody do like you move around, you know. I'm like, man, I'm like, he is mate. I'm like, it probably could happen. And it's like, just to see you pushing your book and stuff, it's just so dope, man. And we're gonna still do all that stuff we said we was gonna do, man.
Definitely. That's what the book is all about. It's about us coming together at the end of the when you read Soul Survivor. It's about us coming together at the end of the day. At the end of the day, we stopping everything that we went through. When people read Soul Survivor, they go see where I come from, where it was, how it is in Chicago, because the light be shined on us that like they automatically think that we just gangbangers and we ain't got no sense. But the way the book wrote is showing how we all come together, you know, to make a difference in order to make a difference. And that's the conclusion of this book, Us Soul Survivor. You know, like dudes get into it with each other. Tone, he into it with, you know, the GDs into it with that, then they end up coming together. They both end up in the feds with each other and got to shut it down because of the old head. It's crazy, man. Soul Survivor bananas, man.
Man, now I'm gonna free you in a minute, but know what I just found out that I didn't even piece together all this time that I just found out the other day when I was in the neighborhood. I did not know that Lil Larry Hoover's son, Larry Bernard, Kelly Barksdale, David Barksdale's son, and Prince Wakita, which is Jeff Ford's son, that all them grew up together. I didn't know this.
All of them grew up together.
I'm like, what? And our Bible was with them too. And I'm just like, how will all y'all grow up together? Just like us. Y'all all grow up together.
They the same age.
They the same age.
Get pulled apart. No, I'm just saying.
We all from the same area. We might not be from the same neighborhood, but the area, you're gonna see people. And then everybody's gonna, and from one area, gonna go to one school, no matter what you is.
No.
If you live in that area, you going to that school.
No, I'm saying they was the same crew. They was friends.
Yeah, baseball players and all that.
Like I say, like me and him grew up together, homeboys, but the BS pulled us apart. But you end up right back together the same way they right back together.
And we the new generation of them brothers. We know. You see what I'm saying? Me and us right here, and we have to take it to the next level where we take.
This what I'm trying to ask y'all. What do we do to get these young guys now to realize they all brothers anyway? You know what I'm saying? Instead of waiting till they old and they ain't got as much say so, because right now the young dudes got to say so.
Hey, you know what? We that's gonna take a lot of thinking and a lot of it's gonna take a lot of brainstorming to figure that out, because people have been trying to figure that out for years, how to get us to stop doing what we was doing. And to me, it's like, I ain't gonna say it got worse, but it didn't hide it. Feel what I'm saying? Somebody threw some gasoline on the fire that was already there. So it's gonna take some brainstorming to figure that one out, man. When you find that out, let me know.
Hey, I really would love to, but we gotta figure it out, man. We gotta, cause now you was telling me first of all, I gotta finish the Soul Survivor. So you said, tell them how you had what it was like, the cancer and stuff like that. Some more your
Well, you know, when I was doing radiation and chemo last year around this time, my last week of radiation and chemo was the first week of October last year. So, you know, thank God. But when I was doing radiation and chemo the whole time, man, I wanted to just give up. Right. And it's like my brothers was talking to me, you know, just think, you know, I'm in the hospital every day, you know, 5 days a week. You know, I'm eating, you know, doing all the right things, but it's like, it don't feel good knowing you about you know, you got something that you could possibly die.
Yeah.
I was ready to give up. You know, I was ready to really give up, go to my brothers, like, just go with them. And, you know, it's like they told me, like, man, you got a chance to. You still there, keep fighting. You still there, we with you, keep fighting.
Right.
And I literally feel like that's how I came up out of it, because to me, I felt like, man, it's over with, man. My mother whole, you know, this the way our whole generation, you know, like, we really don't, you know, we can't blame nobody else. This is what we get. It felt like a curse. It felt like a curse, bro. You know what I'm saying? It felt like a curse. Right. No, my brother, my oldest brother, Ronnie, he died at 34 years old, a week before his birthday. Cedric get killed by a nigga that we've been knowing you know what I'm saying? That we didn't let him in. We've been knowing him our whole life, but damn, the infiltrators, that's just how things happen.
Right.
And so it was like, man, and I'm going through it by myself. You know, that's the whole thing. When you alone going through it. You know,
right.
No woman by your side, nothing. You know, got my mother, but mom's up there in age. You know what I'm saying? She's still, you know, of course she got the ability to think, but you know what I'm saying?
I seen one of my homies, that was his brother, right? And he was like, you know, I embraced him. I seen him at the store, and he was like, man, I know you know what I'm going through. I'm like, how do I know what you're going through? I never lost my brother. He was like, but your son. I'm like, man, that's something completely different, man. It's like, it's just complete. I can't even imagine what you're going through, dog. It's like, and it's like, man, you're a real strong brother, man. You're a real strong brother.
The only thing that made me feel good about that is, you know, I got my oldest son. You know what I'm saying? Which, you know, Poodle.
How he doing, man?
He doing good. He real good, and that's what I try to just instill in my kids to, you know, no matter what you're going through, you know, don't let nobody tell you that you can't do this, can't do that, or be in a position where you can't do nothing, you know, because my oldest son, I felt like I was still cursed by him getting paralyzed and put in the wheelchair right in the beginning of his career. You know, right when he come off the tour with Dirk, 300 Days, 300 Nights tour.
Right.
French Montana trying to sign him. Got niggas trying to sign him. You know what I'm saying? Got to send my man, BD Twin. Got to send him on the road with them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Hypno getting signed this way. Everybody getting signed, you know? Shorty ain't number 13, 14. No, he got the gift. He gets shot coming off. He gets shot coming off tour. At the same, down the street from his crib, like where we live, like I got shot in front of my granny crib. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And this ain't even in his hood. Oh, this ain't even on the landmine. This in the house that I helped build and all that I built and all that. You know what I'm saying? So he was living there comfortably for a couple of years before. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, damn, can't shake this, can't shake that.
Yeah, man, I seen that. I'm like, man, you know, like with me, right? Do you ever, and tell me the truth, do you ever say like, when I'm gonna catch a break, or do you just accept it and just keep going? Like, how do you do it?
Man, I say that shit every time. You know what's so crazy, bro? Because after my situation, I needed therapy. I knew I needed therapy.
Right.
To get me through, you know, to walk me through everything. You know, of course, man, I just car accident, cancer. I done lost my brothers. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to go crazy. I don't want to lose my mind. So if you got people offering help, accept that help. You know what I'm saying? It's really about listening and paying attention, accept that help. So I know that I needed counseling. You know what I'm saying? I know I needed therapy. They got me taking drugs and medicines that I ain't never even seen before. You know what I'm saying? 7 of these motherfuckers a day. 7 pills. You know what I'm saying? And then they sending me through the machine, radiating me out. You see what I'm saying? So it was, I got to go get some help, therapy. So I was talking to my therapist and just day to day, just like, you don't want to go there. You want to get off these drugs and you don't want to take medicine like this, dang, this is how you got to think. You know what I'm saying? It was the thinking like, man, I'm going to heal. I got to heal because I got to do this. I got to do that. It was like no other option.
Man, you're the classic case of it's always somebody worse off than you, man. And that's just the truth, you know. So I look at my friends and family and stuff they go through, and that's what make me stronger. You know, but that's what made me stronger, man, for sure. Yeah, man, this is just amazing, man. I say this to everybody, but you really got to come back and we could do more because it's like we just got too much history. You know what I'm saying? And the stuff from the neighborhood that we could talk about, like I be telling him, it's like just so much that happened in the neighborhood and people don't even know these people. Just like the whole time, I'm gonna tell you one funny one. It just had me like, what? one day I'm talking to him about Osco, about Omar. He's like, I know him. He used to hang with us. I'm like, man, get out of here. Like, what? I'm just like, the hood, everybody just comes
You
back
talking
to
about me?
each other. Yeah, you, Shorty J brother, Omar. The
Yeah.
hood, everybody just comes back to each other some type of way, man. Everybody connected,
Hey, no,
man.
he used to we kicked it with Scope once.
Right.
And Scope took that as an invitation to come on 57 in Marshfield every day, man.
Oh wow.
He was over there every day. I'm
But
like,
he around
That's
Winchester.
believable though.
no, I had to tell him. I said, hey, Scope.
man.
I say, hey, let us know when you coming over here, bro, because if we not out here and dude and them see you, it could be something else.
Right.
Oh, man, you know what I'm saying, man, I ain't, man, you know what I'm saying, man, I ain't,
Hey,
you know.
Snap. The man was a problem around Winchester, though. That's why.
The problem. That's
why I say I wanna talk about the Tabazes and the Pee-wees and the Skulls and just everybody. It's like, because they need to be talked about, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just like the Ronnies. they need to be talked about, man. And it's like, because that's our history in our little neighborhood. If nobody want to accept it or not, you know what I'm saying? It's like,
don't try to rob me. I can tell y'all the story too. Shit.
Oh,
my uncle, man, my uncle was smoking rocks, man, and drinking 40 ounces. My Uncle Bird, you know what I'm saying? For 40 years, man, for like 40 years, man, in my life then, you know what I'm saying? Right. But man, I swear, man, that man tried to call himself, man, he was gonna shoot Osco, scared him straight, man. Cause he never had a scan like that a day in his life, man. Right. And I told him, I say, Uncle, he gonna kill you, man. You shouldn't deal with that. If that man was gonna rob me, that man wasn't gonna rob me. We wasn't gonna worry about that. But man, my uncle took matters. My uncle, all he do is drink beers. You remember my Uncle Bird?
Yeah, I remember. All
he did was drink beer. He wasn't on none of that, man. None of that. Man. But the man was talking about he was gonna rob me, man. And my uncle, who never did nothing a day in his life, right now he a drug counselor in Memphis. And he runs Memphis Zoo. He run his shit. He's a supervisor. He been running shit. But Uncle, man, did that, and that's what got his life straight. Because he had to get out of town. Because we know dude was gonna kill him. You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, we got to talk. We gotta take time just to talk about. I don't care if nobody even watch it. We just gotta talk about our neighborhood because it's just so much history from what's that like about Western to Normal or something like that. 50, 59. That's just a whole little.
Yeah, California really back on.
Oh yeah, California. What I'm thinking, yeah. California. That's what
California,
my cousin at.
All the way back to the expressway.
Yeah, man, we on the lake now though. Shit, we all the way. We
can push back there.
Hey
man, we can go further back, huh?
Everybody's not on the lake. Some of us are on the lake. Man. Some of us can afford to be on the lake, so that's a good difference. But you know,
over with. You know,
that's another story. That's another story, man. Okay. Hey, man, glad to have you here, man. This is to have one of my childhood friends here, man. It's
a blessing to see you in this position. I would have never thought you would have went this route. But in my mind, like, you know, we was like, you used to put us on all the Willie D and Scarface and all the gangster shit. Like, remember? Because that was you. You was a gang. You was Jay Prince. I didn't even know about no motherfucking Jay Prince to like you. We were shorties though. That's when the Ghetto Boys and that. When you used to talk that shit to us though, like, man, that's Ghetto Boys. Boom. We was watching all our brother cars and shit. Remember, you used to tell us about it. You educated us on all the concerts. Remember Shorty G? Remember them concerts? You was going to them concerts though. You used to meet them.
One of the concerts, Cedric had a shootout that night. I'm ready to tell y'all about the concert when I come back because y'all couldn't go. So I'm ready to come back.
Hold on now. Wait a minute. I seen Jeff Eel. You know Jeff Eel, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I seen Jeff Eel in about 20 of the modes. Walking in that Save the Children concert, bro.
Well, you know
Did
what?
nobody do nothing to them? And when nobody gonna do nothing to them.
It was some of the definitely.
But see, everybody didn't know that because the moles used to like
coming.
You know, we had to drive through the town to get there.
Right.
The moles used to wait until we leave
busting out windows
and busting all our windows. They used to wait till everybody pulling out from there and
we gotta bring this dude back, man, because he's official and he was around and he could talk. See, a lot of people, they act like they was in it, but they wasn't really in it. They just watched from the sideline, because what I did figure out about y'all that I figured out about some of my guys that I grew up with on Bishop. I'm like, really only about 5 of us is gonna do something. So the numbers don't impress me. But
everybody, that's everywhere.
You one of them people that was gonna always do something. That's why can't do nothing but respect you, man. And again, you did try and save me on that bus that day. That was Gerard, man. Rest in peace to Gerard.
Yes,
but that wasn't you.
Thank you.
You definitely tried
to do
like y'all need to just
I probably would have to be looking at Beast right now with a permanent scar on his head. So thank you for saving him, man.
Yes, sir, man. That's my brother.
You know what I'm saying? And he already ugly already. I don't want to see that man with no scars on the arm.
Why you always hating on me, man? Hey, snap.
Hey,
I without a scratch.
So crazy, man. You crazy.
Turl loved that incident. Turl loved to talk about it. He said, "Yeah,
talk about that."
He loves to talk about it because my cousin Brandy was on the bus, but I didn't say nothing to Brandy. And Turl, I said, "Yeah, Brandy was on the bus too." Turl said, "Yeah, you're on the bus screaming for Brandy to help you." He loves talking about it. But yeah, man. Hey, man, nothing but love. You got to shout out anybody before we get up off here?
Man, just shout out to my mother. You know what I'm saying? It's my brother's birthday, so I picked this day to do the interview with y'all. As soon as you hit me up, you like, man, what day? I always like to do something, that's legacy-wise for my brother's birthdays these days. You know what I'm saying? We're going to have a drink anyway. We're going to sip. We're going to do shots. That's the regular, but I always like to make progress, make a difference in, where we going with it now, add to their legacy. You know what I'm saying? So, man, bro, I just appreciate you, and I appreciate you and Snap doing the interview and really having me and getting me back used to even being on the camera. You know what I'm saying? So, shout outs to y'all, bro. All the different other platforms that they have me on. It's just the beginning. Let's roll,
Hey, man. Highly appreciate you.
Roger that.
Shouts out to everybody that was checking in. I didn't get all y'all because, I was in it talking to come on, man. These are 2 people that I came up with as a little string bean. So it's like I don't get to do that every day. But, shout out definitely to Jackie. She's a big supporter for us. Lady Shay Bailey, Nick P, appreciate you. And Flacco Santana TV, man. Flacco Santana Snap. That's who made. Remember we were going to Atlanta and we were watching him, watching all his videos. The White Cloud, one of the different stuff he was doing. That's my guy, man. Dennis, what's up, cuz? Just checking in, my cousin Dennis. We finna get out of here. Everybody here like. Everybody hit subscribe. Everybody hit share. I'm going to definitely be chopping this one up. Y'all going to see this one everywhere. Snap, what you got to tell them, man, before we get out of here?
Man, I said it in the beginning. To stand still is to die.
Hey.
Keep it moving or get whacked.
Now, Tom.
Yeah.
I don't know if you see how we end these episodes, but we finna see if you know. Now, we always end it on what's the hood, so we want to see what your hood is.
What rhymes with the hood?
What's the hood?
What's the hood?
What's the hood?
Where we come from.
Inglewood, baby.
Inglewood. Oh, man, shit. Hey, man, if you can't go back to the hood, your ass in trouble. That's all I can really tell y'all, We from Inglewood. Guess what? You go catch us in Inglewood. The next time y'all see us, we may be in Inglewood.
I like that.
On camera doing
what?
It.
I like that.
Yeah.
Hey, we out of here. Inglewood, baby.